with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to you.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Great crowds were traveling with Jesus, and he turned and addressed them. If anyone comes to me without hating his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Which of you, wishing to construct a tower, does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Otherwise, after laying the foundation and finding himself unable to finish the work, the onlookers should laugh at him and say, "This one began to build but did not have the resources to finish." Or what king marching into battle would not first sit down and decide whether with 10,000 troops he can successfully oppose another king advancing upon him with 20,000 troops? But if not, while he is still far away, he will send a delegation to ask for peace terms. In the same way, any one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciple. This is the gospel of the Lord.
Praise to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Please be seated for the moment.
I already spoke a little about the first reading. I want to say that also the second reading in the Gospel today gives us two very meaningful messages. The first message I want to say like this, through this word. Jesus says, you say to be Catholic, you follow me. But really, if you want to follow me, you must carry your cross. Faith is a very important matter. You must have the same attitude of a king who prepares a war. A general who goes to war will not say, okay, let's go. We can see if I am tired, I will go back. We can start. We can ask Putin how it takes to prepare a war. And maybe some of his plans were mistaken. Again, there are two very short but meaningful parables. Follow Jesus is the same that to prepare and go to war. Or maybe it is the same that prepare and build a tower. You cannot say, okay, we can start. We need to prepare everything, to have a plan, to be sure that you have all the resources to do it. Otherwise, people will laugh at you. These two parables, very meaningful, help us to understand that really to say, I am a disciple, I follow Jesus, is a very important matter. And maybe today we are invited to think about ourselves, because I think myself, there are some areas of our life, some occasions, some times, some period of time that we are not yet able to carry our cross. And so we are not enough serious in taking and making our decisions. This is the first message. The idea to prepare for a war. You need really to be very serious in your project. The second message is very interesting. sacred reading, also gospel, says that faith is very important. And faith can affect, can change our relationships with the other people. Faith may also change a society. All of us are born in a society. I am born in the Italian society. I guess many of you in Philippines, in that kind of society. Then now we are in Hong Kong, in another society, and we find ourselves in a net of relationships. There is still my family, my friends, my employer, my colleague, my teacher, and with each one of these persons we have a kind of relationship. And we know that according to our post, our situation, we have some duties, and also we receive some services from other people. But the gospel today says, okay, if each one of us behaves well, the society is harmonious society, peaceful society. But the gospel today says that faith may change the society, change these relationships. The second reading really is very interesting. St. Paul writes about this one, Onesimus. He is a runaway slave. He fled, he ran away from his owner, the master. And in another city he met St. Paul. He became a disciple. He believed in Jesus. Same religion that the owner. This owner is St. Paul's friend. So St. Paul writes to him and says, I found this Onesimus. I send him back to you. Please receive him, but no longer as a slave, more than a slave. He is a brother. According to the rules of this society, he was a bad slave. Maybe he deserves a punishment. According to our faith, according to our relationship with Jesus, he became your brother. The slave became a brother. I know that it happens many times in our society, situations similar than this. Outside, he or she is my boss, my employer, maybe when we are in church, we realize we are brothers and sisters. I know I feel many times that relationships among people outside of the church are different than within the church. Sometimes I feel that outside there is no forgiveness, no understanding. You make a mistake, you must pay. Or maybe but in the church is not like this. We know that in the church is that we welcome each other. Sometimes we forgive each other. But it is true that faith may change our relationships with people. And when there is a group of Christians in a society, faith may also change the society. So we know that after a few years, the society realized no one is slave. We are no more slaves in the society. We hope we are no more slaves in the society. And the gospel speaks also about our relationship with our family, father, mother, sister. It says you must hate your father, your mother, your brother, your sisters. Well, I don't dare. I I have a different experience. Maybe I hope also you different experience. I mean, sometimes when we look at this with faith, we can realize, wow, my father, my mother, my sister, my brother, they are brothers in faith. My family may become a place where to share faith. Or maybe they may become the object of my love, the object of my being missionary. I don't know, we have for sure many different experiences. I don't know very well your experiences with your family, and many times it's far away family, maybe many different experiences. But we know that we must be able, in front of God, to think of our family and to understand how is a real relationship according to the spirit of the gospel with my family. So may the Lord help each one of us also to discern about this topic, my relationship with my family. Anyway, thanks God, because in our back we have already a journey of faith. We ask to the Lord really to keep changing our relationships with people that we meet in Hong Kong, people that are far away, maybe in the Philippines or in Italy, and through our relationships we can be sign of the love of God for many people. May God bless us and also our relationships with the other people.